Wow, we already have people that are on here.
Yes,
Welcome.
we do.
Hello, everyone. And guess what? We are probably a lot clearer, but does our names look good?
They're actually the way you should read them.
Yes, because if you look at there, that's backwards. So we had a great friend of ours, Jim from More Sunshine Please,
Woohoo!
being humorous because as we know for the last few shows that we've been on to the on the iPhone with the iPhone app on YouTube, it reads everything backwards. So we are not on the computer tonight. We are on the iPhone, and Jim, in his humorous ways, he sent us a shirt, which is backwards. So this is our D&G Explorers
same thing.
special live T-shirt. So thank you, Jim. Special live T-shirt. So thank you, Jim. You bought the first run, not the second one shirts.
And welcome Blaine 2007,
Yes.
Paul Wilgus. Thank you for joining us, and we'll give it a little bit more time for people to come in. Hopefully we have more people coming in.
So this is the last of our Halloween shows. We actually had only intended to do one, and we ended up, I'm going to play, mine's going to come out too. Oh, no, I didn't. It's going to be quiet. We ended up deciding to do 3 Halloween shows. I know I have ice falling.
Dropping ice all over the place.
Jeez. Dilly dilly.
Hey, Steve's World. Welcome.
Hey, welcome, Steve's World. All right, so I think we're going to get going. So we decided we weren't going to drink, but then we were going to drink. So
Well, you decided, and so I kind of had to go with it.
we are going to drink. So there's Jim
Just
from
a
More
little
Sign. Hey,
bit.
Jim, here we go.
Hey, Jim.
So-
There's your shirt.
So our drink of choice today is,
I
Greg,
have no idea what this is,
we
but
have a ghoulish, it's a zombie,
decanter.
yes, with the
I don't
brain
know if you can
on
really
top.
see the face. I guess it's right here, the eyes, the nose. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hi, so Tweety, how you doing, Hillary?
Hey, so Tweety.
So Greg, you got to get us going here. You got to get us filled up. So
Well-
we got this headless horseman at Disneyland, but
Yes.
we can't remember where we
They're
got
really
it
cool.
at
You
Disneyland.
can see the little pumpkin.
head on there.
There are. Let's see. So it has a slower version, and then it has the
solid
non-blinking, and then off and back on again. So, but they're pretty cool.
So do you guys have any special plans for Halloween? I think we're just gonna stay home,
We haven't
watch a movie.
yeah.
Greg
I
wants
don't
to
know
do
if
more,
we-
but
I
I
don't know
work
if we
until
really
5 o'clock
decided.
that night, so I don't know if I really want to do anything. Excuse me, there's one. Thank you, thanks, Hillary. All right.
Looks like a little chimney stack. So, here's our little drink. I have no idea what this one is.
This is already made one. It's a grapefruit tangerine margarita. So it's one of those pre-made ones. So we got extra fancy, and we decided just to go easy today and dilly dilly,
Dilly dilly, dilly dilly, everybody.
dilly dilly. Have a safe Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, yes,
Well, that
but
too
also a
next
safe
month.
Halloween.
Yes. And so
Ooh,
let's
that's
see. So we're just gonna kind of talk about our 5 Halloween things,
But we got a
basically
few
for
things before
Disney.
that. Yeah, that's our
Yes.
main show today.
So that will be the main show. It's our shows are very laid back, and so we do have a little itinerary that we write out just to kind of keep it going. But we want to thank everybody that's been supporting us and for the love and support and watching us. We just we want to make sure everybody's comfortable, they're enjoying themselves on our show. We try not to drink too much on our show. I know you make drinks, but at times I just say we should probably hold off on the alcohol. So
Because we are trying to get into Speedo shape. Because the Speedo is in the tree.
I don't know. The other day, I think you made a comment saying, "Who cares about Speedos?" or something like that. I'm ordering pizza. So we do have pizza, but
Thank you, Blaine.
we will be working on it.
Yep.
So
So,
yes, thank you, Blaine. So we just want to make sure that
did we say hi to Ann? I'm sorry. Did we say hi? Ann, welcome.
Oh, hey, and Jordan.
All the way
I'm not looking
down.
at the phone. I don't want to be looking at the phone all the time, but I guess now I have to because I can't really see everything on here too much.
Yeah, we have to get adjusted to seeing us on the not on the screen. So
Yeah, but we want to make sure everybody is having a fun time, and of course, we never want to offend anybody or anything. So we look forward to even a bigger and better year for the upcoming year. But we still got the rest. Well, this is our last show for October,
Yep.
and then we have November and December, and we have some fun things coming up
Yep.
in December that we're going to be sharing on actual made videos as well as live videos, because we haven't done an actual made video in a while. We do have one that should be coming out this weekend.
we keep
hopefully.
saying that. We keep saying
Yeah.
that, but
Just with the holiday and everything, it's been crazy.
yeah. So we do have a PO box,
But thank
guys.
you, everybody.
So if you want to send us something, a postcard from your channel, if you are YouTubers from your hometown, send it to us. If I can remember right, it is PO Box 264, Madera, California, 93639. It is also in our channel page, and we'll put it in the video at the end of it. So it's great to see. He did get a good discount of pizza. It is good to see us get things, and in fact, we did get, in addition to these wonderful D&G Explorers special live stream t-shirts.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's hilarious. When I opened it, I was busting up. We also got this from Jim, which is the Disney pass holder magnet. So thank you so much,
From
Jim.
the Food and Wine Festival. It looks like it anyway.
It does look like it.
We
yeah.
weren't able to go this year, but we
No.
had, in case you missed it, it's still on our videos, but we did
Last Saturday.
collaborate with Jim on Saturday, and we had him walk around Walt Disney World, Epcot actually, for the Food and Wine Festival, and we had a couple little things to have him try here and there, and he seemed to really like them. So if you guys want to check out that video, we appreciate it. And to answer Ann Jordan, she said, "Awesome guys, how long until the bliss?"
38 days.
Yeah. Oh, he knows it
38
to the
days.
day there.
Well, that's only because I just checked it before we went on, like 5 minutes before that.
But we do go in December, so we're looking forward to that. And then Blaine, you can always eat pizza in the Speedos, and that way you have the best of both. That is true, but don't know how that would look really.
Bob and Ashley.
Hey,
said,
Bob and Ashley.
I'll be listening, but not touching the screen. It's all good.
Oh, don't
know,
worry
yeah.
about any of that.
Jim,
please.
Jim, Bob, accidents happen. You are a friend of ours. Any friend, but I understand accidents do happen. So, it's all good. Believe me, it's all good. We love you guys. We love your channel. So, we thank you.
Water under the bridge.
Water under. Oh, what's that? Wind beneath. Oh, that's a different song.
Wind beneath my wings.
Start singing it, Greg.
Bette Midler. And that's kind of why I was saying, what we were saying. We want to make sure everybody has fun. So
Yeah, and one of the things, guys, we do have a lot of moderators, but we've never really sent any rules for that. So we just kind of wanted to cover some things. One, we have topics that we discuss, that we have a lot of fun topics that we discuss on Traveling with Bruce channels. And some of those topics can be, a little, not racy, but they can be a little bit different. So what Greg and I have decided to do, if you guys, what we're really concerned about are trolls. So we've seen it on other channels, not little trolls that
not
hide
the little
from the
furry,
ground.
not the
Yeah.
ones with the
So-
colored hair.
A troll is basically someone who comes onto the channel and they bring friends along and they cause havoc on the channel. They start saying all these different things. They start picking on people inside the chat sessions. That is our main concern in terms of if we block messages or blocking them. So really, that's what we want you guys to focus on. Also, if you like what we've been doing, greeting people when they come into our channel, that would be awesome. But we want to alleviate from you guys. Please don't put people on timeout. Don't block their messages. Let us be the controllers of that. We are doing our best to get into contact with the messages as we go along. But if you see them, let them go. Let us be the ones to block them. Because one, we don't want any bad feelings to go toward any other channel. And we want to be the ones to kind of say, is this appropriate for our channel or not? So,
and we do understand, with the mistake and everything.
Yeah, mistakes
so
happen.
nothing against anybody.
But I remember Cargo 619. She did a video about. She went live about a month ago, and she she made kind of what we just did for the moderators, and I thought that was pretty good. So we're just doing it. We just want to keep the show fun.
Bob and Ashley has a cat face like this with its mouth open.
But that way it'll leave, we just don't want any feelings towards any other channel. So let us be the ones who silence people, put them on for 30 seconds, and block people that we feel are, the comments are inappropriate. So the trolls, definitely have at them. You'll know when a troll comes on just from what they do. But we feel that's the best thing to do to help just keep the channel going and have fun. The whole point is to have fun in here.
I mean, if we're not catching something, and it's really bad, I would say just go ahead and do it. But we want to have fun on our show. I do have a question, because when I look at my phone, it's a little blurry, but when I look at this, it's not. Is everybody able to see us, or is it blurry to you? Because on my phone it looks blurry, but on here it's clear, but that's the one that we're filming on, so... hey Disney World Adventures, thank you for joining us. And
they just tweeted our tweet, so thank you guys, I appreciate that.
And
retweeted our tweet.
And Jordan said blurry. Okay, seems fine. Good. So it's probably just my phone.
Bob and
this is supposed to be the iPhone X. Go figure.
Well, Greg was having problems before we loaded up. Greg was having problems trying to load up the screen. So we are on AT&T. No dislike to AT&T.
But they have a lot of issues.
Yeah, and they're not really strong internet. We have just a normal one. We don't have the fiber optic. So we are looking at trying to get maybe Verizon. So we're hoping that improves things, especially when we use the webcam, which we want to do because we want to start doing more of the Google Hangouts. And we've already spoken to some channels about doing some collaborations. And we want to make sure everything is clear. One of the pushbacks was that the picture isn't always clear. I'm really gassy today. And
feel free, anyone that wants to share their links or stories or anything, or their pages, feel free to share them, on the chat. We are all about promoting everybody and helping everybody, so don't feel that you have to ask for permission to do that. By all means, you can share your links and stuff, so you don't have to worry about that.
They're saying the video does look low def, so it's probably our internet connection at the moment.
Okay, well, we do apologize about that. I hope it gets better.
Yeah, we're gonna power on through it, you guys. So we'll hopefully it'll get a little bit better. Like it did on Saturday, it was a little bit blurry at first, but by the end of the show, it's a lot better.
Bob and Ashley said it's all good. So we have a couple things, fun stuff. So just some recaps. I know that I brought up the show on Freeform that they were showing with the behind the scenes of how they decorate for Halloween and everything. They do it overnight. So when the last guest leaves, they shut down the park, and we saw where they were coming in from the back by It's a Small World. They opened up the big gate, and they were bringing in the pumpkin. That pumpkin weighs, I think, over 2,000 tons, they said.
It was a lot.
That's a lot of weight. So, and they do bring it in from a warehouse and everything. It's not stored, in the park from what we've seen. The cruise lines, they only have 2 hours to put up their Halloween tree, their banners and everything. That they don't do as much. They don't have to do as much on a cruise as they do on the parks, of course. So they have all night basically to do that. So it was really interesting to see how they did it, and this year's gingerbread. They're all fresh. They do them like months ahead of time, and they stay fresh for the Haunted Mansion. And they actually, the main guy, they actually made a special cake for him because he's been there for so long, and they were just showing their appreciation. He was really teary-eyed too. So it was a little emotional. It was a fun show. And it's still on playback. If you have a freeform app, you can watch it if you missed it, but it's worth watching. It's only an hour long. And we did watch the Hocus Pocus 25th anniversary special this past Saturday. And what? And
It was
it was touch and go. It was fun at times.
cheesy and pleasy at the same time.
Yeah. I liked the behind the scenes, and I liked, the actors and stuff. So speaking of that, and then Nightmare Before Christmas, they have at the Haunted Mansion. So we picked these up a while ago. We haven't opened them yet. But this is the 25th anniversary Blu-ray. 2 versions of the movie, a sing-along and the original of Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's really cool because it's a 40-page gallery book that Target had, limited edition. And then also the 25th anniversary of Hocus Pocus. So if you guys haven't seen it enough on Freeform or in your life at all, you might want to go pick up your copy. And this is also a 40-page book inside. We do like to watch a lot of Disney Halloween specials and stuff. So we just finished watching these. These are a little older, but we do have Twitches with Tia and Tamara Mowry from Sister Sister. And then Twitches too. They're kind of cheesy, but they're fun, and it's just like Halloween Town and shows like that are family
you just
favorites.
gave one of our top 5 away, so
Did I?
yes.
What?
But
Oh,
that's all right. It's all
I didn't
good.
realize. So I'm sorry, but those are some things that we like to do. So I don't know what you guys like to do. If there's some things that you guys like to do, please share with us. And I'm probably talking too much.
We also had Florida Fanatics jump on by, so welcome, guys.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
So Disney World Adventure, it's hard to believe that they do that in one night, just a few hours. Yeah, it was a really good show and how quick they actually pull things around. Let's see. And thank you everyone for trying to help Am Jordan figure out on the chat to get people to look at their channel. And I wish I could say that I'll show you, but with you being in Australia, it might be a little bit hard to do at the time. But all right. What else were we going to talk about? One of the things, you guys, I know we have some YouTubers on here, so feel free to promote your channel. I know some of you are releasing videos today. Some of you are going to be releasing videos this week, or if you've already done it, put kind of what your videos was about that you released. Feel free to do that. We want to support other channels. We'd love to see other channels grow as well as our own. But to give you guys a shout out, if you want to put your videos, what your latest ones that you've done or you will be releasing really soon. We're hoping, Jim, another thing he sent us was a software editing program, but Jim, we're having a little bit of a fight trying to get it to work with our system, so we don't know if it's because we have Windows 10 and the other one is a little bit older system, but we're going to try to figure that out. After 3 attempts, we've kind of have to try to figure it out, but yeah, so we are trying to get that loaded, but that was another thing that Jim was nice enough to send us.
Bob and Ashley said cheesy, you say, when I mentioned cheesy for the videos.
Cheesy pleasy.
They're fun. Oh yeah, that too. They're fun. Dilly Dilly, is it a Halloween punch? It is a pre-made drink.
Yes, in fact.
In a zombie decanter.
This is what...
It's heavy glass.
Yeah, with the brain in it.
The face.
It's a pre-made grapefruit tangerine margarita mix.
So awesome. Jim posted a video today about finding penny press matches in Magic Kingdom. And we've only done a couple of those, but I think it would be fun to start getting into collecting those as well. They have so many out there now. It's hard to keep up. They even have the little books you could buy to stick those in there, so that's really cool.
His son is in it, so I always like it when his son's in the videos.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. It looks like MG Tao came in, but oh, there it is. Oh wow,
There's
that's
what-
tough, MG, because
I'm not seeing. Oh, there
they're
he
so
is.
different. His question was how
Welcome,
much
MG Tao.
was it due to cost to go to Disneyland? In Walt Disney World, the parks have a different cost. Plus, it depends on the day because they have kind of like if you go on a weekend or if you go in a busier time of the year, the cost of the tickets are going to be up higher. What the heck just happened there? Can you guys hear us okay? For some reason, our volume just went down.
Are you guys able to hear us all right?
Oh, that was weird. Okay, good.
That-
That was
yeah.
weird. We're still on
It
this.
probably got hit on something,
I don't know. That was.
unless your phone's going
I think
haywire.
my phone's starting to go crazy on there. So it does. Even Disneyland went to that approach.
So Tweety said she hears us.
Okay, cool. So you're looking at anywhere from if you do one park, you're looking possibly anywhere from $95 to even as much as $145 just for one park one day. If you do a park hopper, it's going to be more expensive because you're going to be going to two parks, especially at Disneyland. You're probably looking at about $155, $160 to go to two parks in one day. So it can just kind of vary. And Disneyland, I noticed, is a little bit more expensive than Walt Disney World because there are 4 theme parks in Walt Disney World. I believe the Magic Kingdom is more expensive than the other 3 parks, but it just they can kind of range. But you can expect anywhere
Pick
from
what park you want to go to.
I'd say $90 to $150 depending on the day that you're traveling with it.
If I have to pick between our parks with Disneyland and California Adventures for holidays, it's a no-go for me. Or no-brainer. I would
It's
pick
tough.
Disneyland.
Hey, Tolson, how you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank
Some
you.
more Traveling with Bruce fans. We love it.
I would definitely just pick Disneyland if I had to pick one out of the 2 because that's the original. They have most of the decorations, the shows, everything. I mean, California Adventures is good in its own right, but I like Disneyland better. So
Yeah. So, one of the things that we wanted to talk about before we talk about our top 5 Disney, Disney Cruise Line has purchased a new island in the Bahamas. So
awesome.
Greg wasn't too sure. Well, they have the approval to get it. They are the number one ones to try it or to buy it. So it is a Lighthouse Point in South Eleuthera in the Bahamas, and it's approximately 700 acres. It is privately owned, and it's been on the market for a while. So Disney intends to develop only about 20% of the property for low density uses like beach chairs, umbrellas, small support structures for the restrooms, shopping, and dining. They're also going to give 170 acres of that to the government for conservation. And then they also currently they have 100 acres of salt ponds, and they're going to keep that the way that it's supposed to be.
Well, that's cool.
So some of the other things that they're looking at doing is they're going to use solar power, and they're going to use, this is kind of interesting, steel type design for walkway and structures to have smaller impact on traditional development. So I believe that means they're not going to have paved walkways. They're going to try to keep it elevated. So that's pretty interesting. They're also going to have an open trestle pier design, which means a much smaller footprint, and it will impact the currents less, and there's little, if any, dredging. And they're also going to be looking at 120 to 150 new jobs will be created. Now, the reason why Disney is doing this, because by the end of 2023, Disney will have 3 new ships launched, and they're still going to be primarily based out of the Bahamas. So you're going to have the current 4 that are in existence with the 3 new ones, and Disney currently with their Castaway Cay Island is really going to be pushing that to the max. So they're looking at purchasing a new island, and the Lighthouse Point is going to be one that is going to help Disney with their ships and having people have an additional place to visit. So to compare the acreage, if you've been to Castaway Cay, the island of Castaway is 1,000 acres, but Disney has only developed 55 acres of that. So they didn't say how much they are going to be. Well, 700 acres, and they're going to be doing 20% of that. So what is that? 140 acres is the guess of what they're going to be using. So don't know when the construction is going to get going. I'm sure D23 comes out this August. They're going to be talking about the new cruises. They'll be talking about the stuff that they're going to be doing on the island. So it's going to be a little bit
We would like to go to that as well.
Yeah.
T23. We've never been there. So.
No, we are planning on going to T23 this year.
Well, not this year. Next year. Next August.
This is yes.
This
correct.
coming D23 season.
Yes. Yep.
Whatever they call it, the event.
I think Ann Jordan says, "Why are the Disney passes so expensive?" It's because the mouse is rabid. The mouse likes his money to feed him. But you know, Disney has good quality. They have a loyal following, and the bottom line is they know they can get the prices for the stuff that they do. So they, as long as people are paying. The thing that made me laugh is they raised the prices of annual passes and tickets because they said the parks are getting so crowded that they said by raising the prices it would make people come to the parks less.
That's not
and
happening.
I thought, okay, why would you raise your prices to turn away business?
Yeah,
I think in reality,
it's not happening.
Disney knew people would still come no matter what. Now, I think
Yeah.
it has probably turned away sometimes. Some business, the traffic, they'll buy a special ticket, like an after 4 visit. But I think for the most part, people are going to pay for it no matter what.
There is high demand, so Tweety, and there are package deals with the parks and the hotel, everything included. Those, of course, are going to look more pricier because it's going to have everything in a bundled package. And then you have to look at, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be more for you to do a bundle or more for you to pick and choose how you want to do it? Personally, we have never stayed on property. Well, not at the same time. I've stayed at one place with my family at one point. That was the only time I've stayed on Disney property for Disneyland.
Dilly dilly.
All the other times, all the other times we stay at nearby hotels. And when I say nearby, that's not a joke. They're actually like right across the street from the park. So it's not like Walt Disney World where it's nice and spread out. So
yeah, Disney World Adventure says love being pass holders. It is
We used to be.
helpful. Yeah, and we bought the one, I think it was called the Premier Passport, which is for both Walt Disney World and Florida. Sorry, Walt Disney World and Disneyland. The only
did
time
it for Florida one time too.
Yeah, that's for both of them. The only time reason we did that though, because we went to both parks the same year. In fact, that year we went to Walt Disney World twice, which was one unheard of. But one of them was related to my job that we went for that. But you save if you have a rental car. You save on the parking. You save on. You get more discounts in Disneyland than you do in Walt Disney World. But you did save it on food. You save it on souvenirs. So there are savings to having a annual pass. So there are definitely benefits to doing it. It's just now we didn't renew ours for Disneyland this past year. We might next time.
Jim said we need another park, and I said yes. I second the new park. So
Ed Tolson Jr. said he wishes Disney cruises were less expensive. You know, we are going to. There's a lot of hidden costs, I think, on cruises. We've only sailed on Disney. We are going on the Bliss in 38 days, which is Norwegian, and we're going to find out how much is included in the cost. So, like cost-wise, from a Disney cruise to the cost-wise of a Norwegian cruise, and the level of service. So Disney is a lot more expensive, but I don't know if it's that much better. So we can't speak to that. But we'll let you know. We'll follow us on the Bliss Cruise, and we'll let you know what we think of it.
So then Gito said, so if a couple wants to go into Disneyland or Walt Disney World with passes, parking, food for the day, you can say it would reasonably cost approximately $500. It could easily cost that amount, if not more. I mean,
I think parking's like $30 a day.
Yeah, if you have an annual pass, then your parking is free normally. So if you mean to buy an annual pass plus do all that stuff, if you get the annual pass, your parking's free.
Well, I think he's just saying if you got for one day, you'd be easily looking just for
okay.
tickets for park hoppers. You're looking at $300.
With passes like the tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're
So
looking.
yeah,
You're
easily
close.
500.
And then you look at food.
Yeah.
I'd
And
say it's
souvenirs.
close. Yeah.
We were actually talking to friends yesterday, and I said I could easily go to Disneyland and not buy one souvenir, and that would save me so much money. I could just go for the people watching, the atmosphere, having fun, eating some food, and going on the rides and not have to buy one souvenir. Would it be hard for me? Yes, but I've done it and I can do it again.
Tracy Dunlap came on. Welcome, Tracy. I hope everything is well
Yes,
for
welcome.
you. Bob and Ashley say they live 70 minutes away from and go at least 6 to 8 times a month to the Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I'm very jealous. That's a lot to. I mean, when you're right in that area, that it would be cool for us just to be able to go, for a short time, just to fly over there, do some parks, and then fly back. But when you want to go to Walt Disney World, you got to plan a lot for us anyway. But we could maybe do something like a splurge of the moment sometime. That'd be fun to do.
And Jordan says, I would love DCL to cruise in the Oceania region, go to Hong Kong, Tokyo. We need DCL to sell here if possible. Hopefully, when they do when they get the 3 new ships, there'll be a lot more itinerary for sure.
Blaine said, do an Uber from your hotel each time. It's cheaper than $25 a day, plus you get dropped off at door most of the time. Your hotel will be within 10 miles of the park. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, it would save you some money.
Uber?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, MG Tao. It is expensive. We have only been to Disneyland once this year, which is really surprising. We were looking at trying to go for either Halloween or for Christmas. We just don't think we can financially afford it. A lot of that is because we have the cruise coming up, and we've already paid for the cruise, but we'd like to have some extra money to spend as well as for Christmas coming up. So if we can put a spin on it, we'd love to go to Disneyland for the holidays. But in reality, I don't think we're going to be able to make it work for this year. It is expensive, unfortunately.
Bob and Ashley said a lot of people here use Uber to go from resorts to the character warehouses.
We might do that.
I've never used Uber before. I hear good and bad about
Oh, no,
Uber.
we did Lyft.
No, we've never used it. We did the minivan.
Which is owned by Lyft.
Okay. Well, it's still Disney, though. There's a difference. If it's Disney-fied, then there's a difference, to me anyway. But I've never done Uber. I've heard good and bad. I've really had no reason to do Uber. So, but if it works out, then that's great.
Blaine, what ship are you selling out on? He's going to Port of Miami.
Oh, awesome.
We sailed out of Port
Is
Canaveral
it a Disney cruise
for our first one. That was on the Disney Dream, and then the last cruise we went out of was Miami, and it was really fun. I love the Port of Miami. Is beautiful. It's great to sail out of that one. Probably a better experience to sail out of than Port Canaveral. Why are you laughing?
Because every time I hear the word Miami, instantly the
Oh
Golden
my
Girls
gosh.
song
Miami,
where they sing Miami comes into my head
I think I never
every
sing it
single time.
So, Blaine, Carnival Horizon, that's the new one, right? That's the one that crashed into the dock in New York, if I remember right. Yeah. So, yeah, that's one of their bigger ships, too, if I remember right. I'd like to sail one day on Carnival. I know gets so much flack for being a carnival, a party ship, but the Carnival Magic, as I've seen a lot on it. In fact, the Sea Cruisers went on it just recently, and it looks like it's a fun ship. So I might be willing to go on the Carnival, some of them. I don't know if like the older ones, but the newer ones definitely. Michelle Phillips, hi Michelle, welcome. Carnival ships are a lot of fun.
Thank you for
There
coming on
are
our
experiences
show.
for all people. There's 2 things that I really want to try at Carnival. One is everyone talks about Guy Fieri's, his hamburger shop, and also Miami Vice, which I think is an exclusive drink to Carnival. So I'd really like to try that. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Carnival has been impressed with Carnival last November on the Liberty. They had GPS problems after that, and they had to fly an engineer out to fix it. It got fixed not long after. That's interesting. That's great. Oh, am I falling apart?
I don't know a lot about the stuff on cruise ships. Like, if I'm going to go on a cruise, I don't want to know too much because I want to be surprised. But also, it's good to know what's there to make plans. I just don't want to know too much because
I'm
I
usually
want to be surprised.
the planning guy. I like to find out everything about it, but then I pull back as I get closer to the ship. I don't want to see videos on it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That way, when I go, I'm surprised. But like the Escape for next year that we're going on, I was looking at videos, seeing what it offered. But as I get closer, probably like from January, I won't really watch anything from it just because I want to make sure it is a surprise. But my mom is going with Greg and I. Where it's on a Canadian one, and we're going to see hopefully the changing of the leaves. You never know when the leaves are going to change.
Yep.
So hopefully that'll be a fun trip. So a little bit nervous flying into New York and trying to get to the port of New York, but I think just the fact that we're sailing out off of Manhattan Island, passing the Statue of Liberty, which I've never seen in person, that should be awesome.
I'm from New York originally, but I don't remember it. So it was upstate New York. So to be able to actually go there would be awesome for me. So I know it would be awesome for you too, just to see it. So
MG said the food is not as good as the Princess. I hear Princess has really, really good food. We were supposed to go on the Ruby Princess, and the Sea Cruises were going to go on it. I don't think that cruise is still going on anymore, but we had to back out because of Greg's work. But we were going to go on the Ruby Princess, and one of the things that excited us is it was actually going to stop in Monterey. Monterey, due west of us, is like a 2-hour drive. So we're really familiar with Monterey. It's one of our favorite places to visit. And a cruise ship, we never even knew that a cruise ship was going to, would port there. They tender them in, but it was a San Diego, San Francisco, Monterey, and I think it was Ensenada was the other thing that it was going to. So that was really interesting for us. And we want a cruise that in the future, that would be one of the California cruises on, because we haven't sailed a California cruise yet. They said that Disney World Adventures trees changing color is amazing. Yeah, they say it changes at all time. I believe our cruise is September 22nd, so you never know if it's gonna do it or not.
That'd be awesome at Tolson Jr. So maybe I can meet you guys in New York City.
Bob and Ashley said they're going to be clogging while they're on it. So is that
clogging.
the wood? Is the clogging is where you wear those wooden shoes and you do the little dance?
He meant vlogging, but I was thinking, what is clogging? And then I was like, oh wait, he meant vlogging, and then he corrected himself. So, MG said I'm doing the Ruby right after Thanksgiving when the ship changes to its Christmas theme. Well, that's gonna be awesome. So I hope you have a good time with that.
Who said that?
MG2.
Oh wow, yeah, it's in dry dock, right? So they're redoing it, so that should be good. Kenny's here from Alpha Traveler 1.
Happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us, Alpha Traveler 1.
Hillary, so Tweety said that she likes to do some research to find hidden decks, because on some of the ships they do have hidden decks. So that's pretty interesting.
Alpha Traveler likes when you're clean shaven.
I think the one time I wasn't is because we were trying to be the pirates. So I normally don't like to have hair, because it shows the gray on my face.
Oh my gosh.
So I like to be smooth as a baby.
Okay. How was that? That was a baby.
Smooth as a baby.
The new Carnival Panorama, maybe you guys can try the new ship, So Lucky, Ann Jordan said.
I haven't heard about that one, Ann. I'll have to find that one out.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about the non-Disney cruises, because I've only done Disney cruises, so this is going to be an experience.
Yeah, the one thing, obviously, you guys, we didn't win the lottery, but you know what? We do have 100 grand.
Candy, yep. Trick or treat, everybody.
So, favorite candy, 100 grand bar, because even if I don't have money, at least I can eat it.
Blaine said it will be docking in California, I think.
The panorama. Cool.
Cool. It looks like the video's a little better. It's not as grainy. I mean, here it's clear, but of course it's going to be, so. What's wrong?
This is the worst candy to eat on camera because it's... Have you guys ever had 100
It's
grand
all
before?
caramel. I don't like caramel
It's really
too much.
chewy.
Yeah, I don't care for caramel too much.
My dentures are going to fall out.
Well, he's kidding. He doesn't wear them. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but he doesn't. We've tried the webcam. We did it on the.
He was asking Bob and Ashley. Kenny was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we did try our webcam, so.
Oh my gosh! That's the last time I ate that candy bar and screamed.
You do realize you put that in a puddle of water. Wow. So we had ice on the table, and I moved it, and then he goes and puts the notes right in the puddle of water.
So, we haven't started yet. We've gone about everything else, which is fun.
Yes.
But we're going to go over our top 5 Disney at Halloween at Disneyland. I just had like a moment. Top 5 Disney.
And he came so highly recommended.
That's what I always tell you. So
Jim said, take a sip of your brain drink, Derick. I don't think that'll work this time, Jim.
So we're going to say and this could be kind of a range, kind of like what we did our top 10 Disney before. But
Jilly Dilly says, so Tweety. I almost called you so sweetie, but you're so sweetie too. He's very sweet.
I would say, and these aren't in any order, these are just different things that we like at Halloween time at Disney, because 2 of our favorite times of the year are Halloween and Christmas. So
we'll be doing a lot for Christmas in December on our shows, so don't you worry.
Some of the one of the things we like at Halloween time is the Disney cruise. We went on the Disney Dream
once.
But it was still on it.
But it was a lot of fun.
Yes, and it was only 3 nights. That's the only downside of it. But
you're welcome, so Tweety.
We had so much fun on it, just from the different shows that they had. They had Pirate Night, but they called it a Halloween night, that you could dress up as a pirate, or you could dress up as anything that you wanted. I was Robin. He was Superman.
We were our favorite comic book heroes, and we actually took pictures of the little kids. They came up to us and asked to take pictures, and their parents were fine with it. So
that was pretty funny.
And we posted them, I think, on Facebook. I was going to do Instagram, but they're on Facebook, so you can see them. So
and they had what else was fun about that night? They had the Halloween tree.
Yep.
So that was cool. There's our Halloween tree behind Gregory with the Speedos that got blown up into the side of it. Those are Greg's Speedos, by the way. Actually, interesting question. How do you size a Speedo? Is it like a normal swimsuit underwear?
I'm gonna leave that.
Is it the
question
size of
alone.
your tush? How do you size? That's actually, well, we'll just call it.
Gregory is dressing up as. Let's just leave that alone. Gregory is dressing up as Santa while in a Speedo. Just an inside secret. Oh wow, the mental pictures.
Measuring tape, I believe. So it'll say like 38. Is that like?
Stop.
Okay.
Oh, wow, the things that you come up with. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way. I guess as long as you're comfortable, we'll just say that. You need to be comfortable when you're wearing a Speedo, so...
Hey, it's all about the attitude. It's all that matters. If you're happy with it and your belly's hanging down to your knees, then work it.
Captain Akron 27.
Akron.
Captain...
Akron, Ohio.
What did I say? Akron?
Akron.
Oh, sorry.
How's it going, Captain Akron? Welcome.
27. Welcome.
So we are assuming you live in Akron, Ohio.
And Jordan's having mental pictures now.
That's hilarious. So so the Disney Halloween cruise was awesome. They also have some stuff that we really weren't able to participate in. They do like different crafts and that. We did have there was a Nightmare Before Christmas 4D. So the characters actually come on the show.
Jack Skellington and Sally.
But it was on like at 11:30 at night.
We were
on the first night.
We
and they only showed it
done.
once.
Yep.
And then on like the last night, they had scary tales, and they had this old fisherman that was telling scary stories on the deck. So by the Funnel Vision or the Tunnel TV, is it the Funnel Vision? I think it's called Funnel Vision. He was telling scary stories about that. So some fun. That was one of our favorite things that we enjoyed. So definitely Halloween cruise on at Halloween time.
I do have
awesome.
the actual video of, it's in two parts, of the Halloween tree. The first night when you get there on the ship, they do a whole setup scene and everything in a story, and the tree comes to life a little bit. And then they say wait till the third night, or the third day basically, the night before you're going to go home basically. So then they do the rest of the story and the tree comes to life. What's wrong?
Blaine said, "Just don't get excited, or they won't fit anyway."
Oh wow.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, when you're at Disney, I mean, you have to get excited for Disney, but I think I know where you were going with that. So, but yeah, I was gonna try to put those videos together and maybe at least put them on Facebook. So we'll see if I can even do that.
Kenny, Alpha Traveler 1, he was saying, Ann Jordan, seeing your profile picture, my guess is that you like sailing. She does, definitely. She's one of our friends from Australia, all the way down in the land down under. All right, Greg, so what...
Oh, well, Blaine said, speaking of Halloween, I think Lolita Loca is going on a Halloween cruise starting on 28th.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Is that Disney, though, or non-Disney?
It's not a Disney cruise. They haven't gone on Disney. It's a...
I think everybody should go on a Disney cruise at least once in their life.
I can't remember what cruise they're going on. It might be a Carnival again, is that they're going on. They're primarily Carnival, and they went on a non-Carnival for the first time like 2 cruises ago, I think. All right, so another, say number 4, even though these aren't numbered. Halloween-themed lands and attractions at the parks. So... Some of the things, and it's
our
cool because
match, so we talk at the same time in the same words.
Disneyland does things differently than Walt Disney World.
Very different.
Disneyland has themed attractions, as well as now a themed land. So Cars Land in...
Hey, Laser Cat, welcome.
Yes, welcome, Laser Cat. Cars Land at Disney's California Adventure, they changed the whole land. So the rides there are
decked that place
themed.
out.
Yeah, so you're actually going into something completely different than you would normally see on a regular basis.
I agree, Florida fanatics. Disneyland has better decorations. So
yes,
you have my favorite, Haunted Mansion, converted into Nightmare Before Christmas. And then that runs as 2 holidays, so from October all the way to the beginning of January. I don't know if they shortened it this year. I thought it was still till January, but either way, they changed it to Nightmare Before Christmas. And then you have Derick's not so favorite. What do they convert?
the Ghost Galaxy.
Yes, for Space Mountain. He doesn't like the Ghost Galaxy because of the projections and stuff. I think it's awesome, but I know some people are sensitive to things like that, where it's like coming out at you and stuff.
Welcome, Cargo. Thank you for joining us.
Yay, Cargo. Welcome.
Florida Fanatic says, didn't they do something different to Guardians this year too? Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah.
I remember right, after 5 o'clock, the
never done
ride
that,
is
though,
done
for
in
that.
the dark. They turn everything off, and it's
Well, they have
in
a
the
different
dark.
story, though, too.
Is it a Halloween story?
Yeah, they have, like, different monsters and stuff. We never got to do it yet, and we won't be able to do it this year either, but hopefully next year we'll be able to do that.
Blaine said Lolita Loca is going on the elation out of Jacksonville. And you know what, you guys? If you've never seen Lolita Loca, they are an awesome couple. They've actually really been kind to us too. They have a good Facebook page. It's called Creators Corner, where you can post your videos. I mean, it's all cruising related, so we post our cruising related videos. But they're an awesome couple. They're just fun. They're very entertaining to watch. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check them out, definitely check out Lolita Loca. Even the music, they got that little do 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 do, and you just want to like.
Wow. Shake it like your mama gave it to you.
Shimmy, 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 Cocoa Pop.
So those are the rides that they've converted, I think, for the Halloween time. What was the next one on the list?
Well, Bob and Ashley said all Disney World did was turn the lights off for Space Mountain and add 3 actor pirates for Pirates of the Caribbean. But didn't they have music for Haunted Mansion
Awesome.
or Space Mountain? Because Disneyland, normally Disneyland, their number one. I love it. That's the best Space Mountain that
Yeah.
is around.
It has
Hands
that
down.
sound that that's at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I'm talking about Disneyland Space Mountain.
I remember I did that sound the other time.
I don't
too.
like when they do projections because I get motion sickness. So when
I
they
like it,
put,
it's cool.
whether it's Star Wars or if it's the Ghost, when a projection pops up, my eyes lock into it and I get this feeling and instantly I want to.
I like
So
when it like grabs out at you.
I can't
It's
handle
cool.
those. But I thought they had music playing at the Haunted or in Walt Disney World, and I thought that was really cool because, as far as I know, they've never even offered that before.
The one at Walt Disney World is more classic looking. Get like a classic old feeling, not like Disneyland. Disneyland seems more new, and I think Disneyland was after Walt Disney World, wasn't it? The Space Mountain?
What's that? I'm sorry, I was reading.
The Space Mountain, I think that was ours was after Walt Disney World, I think.
It was.
So it's more of a classic feel for
Yeah.
some reason.
MG said has the new China Disneyland open. They opened about a year ago, I believe, 2016.
Oh, that's awesome enough for
because we want to go to the 10th anniversary in 2026 to Shanghai. So that has opened, and Hong Kong
I take one day at a
has
time.
also been opened. It's
I can't
they
even
only
think
both
about
of them
2026.
only have one park. Japan has two parks, Disney Sea as well as the Disneyland parks. But we are planning within by 2026 to go through all the Disney parks to have those taken care of.
So we converted Alpha Traveler 1! You guys got me to change my mind about cruises with your videos. I was dead against it, and now my answer is a maybe. Laugh out loud. Okay, well, we haven't quite converted you, but you do need to try a cruise. I would try to make your first cruise a Disney cruise.
Florida Fanatic says, I would go crazy, too relaxing for me. You'd be surprised. The benefits of... You guys are local to Florida, so you guys don't have to travel that far. I'm not sure how far you guys are away from the parks. This is Florida Fanatics. But for us, when we go, we have to stay on Walt Disney property. It still takes a while for us to get to the park, so we have to take bus transportation to get there. You can take as long as 30 minutes, 40 minutes to get to the parks. On a cruise, you get anywhere you want within 5-10 minutes. So you are used to that. Gotta go, and you don't really gotta hurry up and go. But it's a theme park experience on the cruise, and you visit different places. The only thing that's hard to get around your head is when you get off the ship, you're not in Disney parks anymore. So that's the only thing to remember. You're in a different country. So it's fun.
So, Cargo just said, so I'm getting stuff ready to make your shirts, and I need to know of the Mickey and Friends, aka Extended Fab 5, who is your fave? That is awesome,
Aww.
Cargo, that you're making shirts for us. Thank you.
My favorite character, Cargo, is Scrooge. He's not one of the Fab
Scrooge
Five.
McDuck.
And I kind of followed Donald after that. But I would probably say Mickey might be...
My Donald voice is horrible.
I would maybe say Mickey.
I would say, well, Tigger has always been number one for me. And then my second favorite would be Stitch. So, I know, go
but
figure.
That's not the Fab Five.
Well, she's...
Fab Five are Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and Pluto.
She said aka extended, so I was thinking anybody. So, Tigger would be number one and Stitch would be number two. Go figure with, the Stitch voice and the Tigger and,
Yours
and
is
that.
probably the Fab Five. Yours is probably Mickey too, though. Or is
yeah,
it Goofy? You're more like Goofy.
well, thanks a lot. I never really thought of that. Gosh. But I'd probably say Goofy. I try to do his voice too, but it's not that great, so... lots of comments coming in here.
Yeah. Jim from More Sunshine Please been on 2 cruises out of Canaveral, 1 out of Tampa, which is close to your hometown, so that's really cool. Bob and Ashley leave on the Oasis of the Seas on the 11th.
And he did say everybody should go on a cruise at least once. And I might be biased, but I would say try to make it a Disney cruise first. I really think that their service is impeccable. It's fun. There's always something to do. I still can't say anything about a non-Disney cruise, but come December, I will be able to say more.
Maybe do a 5-night cruise, because a 3-night
nights is not
cruise.
enough.
No, you're rushing around.
You want more when you're done.
Yeah, you're disappointed. You wish you would have been on a longer one. 4-night cruise, I think you're still gonna, get that same sensation. A 5-night cruise, we went on the Magic out of Miami. We went to Key West. We went to Nassau.
Cargo.
We went to Castaway Key. If you have a chance to go to Disney's private island, Castaway Key, you have to do it.
I'd say Goof.
As her Fab Five, because she's
Yeah.
a Chippendale fan, not the dancers.
He likes Chippendale too.
Chippendale, the Chipmunks.
Chippendale the Chipmunks. So, we do
wow.
want to say our next one,
Yes.
huh?
Yeah, I know. Huh?
We do want to say our next one, Halloween treats, food, and goodies. I'm all like up in everybody's face, sorry. So during Halloween time at the parks, they always have really good, cool Halloween treats, goodies, food. Cars Land has this black cone that you can eat, and it comes with macaroni and cheese and hot spicy stuff. We actually did a video for that last year. It's pretty funny if you want to check that out.
The
for
question
Halloween.
is, because the cone is kind of like a breaded thing. It's kind of hard to describe. It's not like a cone, like an ice cream cone,
I didn't like
shaped
it too
like that.
much, but
An ice cream cone,
I didn't like
shaped
it too
like that.
much, but he didn't.
but it is black. So whenever they use dye, you gotta kind of wonder, does it make things come out a little bit different color? I honestly don't remember, but that was
TMI,
like
people.
one of the running jokes on it. It was spicy. It was a spicy macaroni cheese.
Oh, we're buffering.
It had.
Uh-oh.
We had a phone call come in, guys.
Oh,
so
there we go.
That's what it was.
Sorry
a phone
about
call
that.
came in. It's
That's
election
what we
time.
get for using the phone.
Yeah, and it's election time, so we keep getting all these messages, people coming in and saying that.
Thank you, Cargo.
A few things.
Hey, we're back, Jim.
Ann Jordan said 48 days to her next cruise, which is the Ovation of the Seas. She's been talking about that a lot, and she's very excited about it. So, Ann, I can't wait to hear about it. We have Michelle Phillips said 3 and 4 nights are too short. So, yeah, we completely agree. Blaine said, my wife is over talking about an annual Disney World Pass. Thanks.
That's an awesome idea, MG Toe. Disney should build a 950 passenger all-inclusive ship that would be adult only, called the Blue Bayou, and run it similar to Viking's business plan.
Disney, actually, I haven't heard much about it, but they did have a river cruise. And I don't know if they bought an existing line or they were doing what, but the DIS channel, Unplugged, DIS Unplugged, the travel portion of it, which I think is Dreams Travel, they went on that and they were talking about it. So they do have a smaller one. It was a river cruise, and it was really expensive. But I like your idea better, Andrew.
And you might want to go off of YouTube real quick and then come back on. I'm sorry, we had a call on the phone, so it started buffering everything. So we apologize about that.
Lasercat said, sounds fun.
So I think the reason why MG Tell used that name is because the Blue Bayou, there's a restaurant at Disneyland called the Blue Bayou by Pirates of the Caribbean. So I thought that would be cool. And that restaurant is all in the dark with candlelight tables. So it's really nice. It's a lot of fun, and you can see the pirate boats from Pirates of the Caribbean going by and smell the nice Disneyland canal smelling water. I don't know what it is about that water, but it smells really good. It's like chlorine and some other stuff, but you know you're in Disneyland when you smell the water from Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know why it smells good.
Well, Jim said
I
that
might be
they
weird, but it
use a
smells good.
certain, they use a certain pill or chemical in there that
Yeah.
makes the water smell that way. He had that on one of his live videos that he talked about.
Yeah, I always like the smell of it. I don't know why.
But
we were really quick. I'm sorry. We were talking about Halloween treats, food, and goodies. We like to go to
popcorn in the holiday buckets.
bucket. Yeah. So we get the popcorn buckets like Oogie Boogie. We have a Mickey Vampire one. Marceline's Confectionery in downtown Disney. That's like a must stop for us. We might not always buy something, or who are we kidding? We always buy a big cookie over there. So usually it's a raspberry swirl white chocolate cookie, and then you get a snickerdoodle. And those things are pretty big, and they're probably about that thick, but you know, it's a lot. You could share it with at least 3 people, or all to yourself. But they have some really good goodies and treats. We posted some on Facebook for our Sunday Food for Thought, so you can check those out as well for your full listing.
Some of the things that people have been saying, Florida Fanatics said they had to stop watching Bob and Ashley's videos because they've been wanting to buy everything that they to see.
Churro popcorn, what?
Yeah, I haven't had that one yet.
I'm not too into churros, but I would try churro
churros.
popcorn because I love popcorn.
Jim said it's bromine is with the chemical that they use into the water. It's over 2.5 hours, so it's not the most economical thing. So they live, I'm assuming, 2-hour drive away from Walt Disney World. So I would imagine you're south, right? Because I know you do videos like of the
Night,
bush
Blaine,
gardens.
thank you.
Yes, Blaine, thank you. Sorry to have you now buying an annual pass to Walt Disney World. Oh, cool. Chris is going with you, Tweety, or Hillary to Allure Cruise. Oh, awesome.
Awesome. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see.
They're going to the Haunted Halloween Nights, which is at Universal. Bob and Ashley
Oh,
are
awesome.
on Sunday.
You know, we wanted to do that. That's another one that we want to maybe do next year. We have one more.
No, we actually have 2 more.
Honorable mention.
No. Oh, yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So
yeah.
we want
Halloween shopping.
Yeah. So Halloween shopping, but really quick, we do want to try to go to Universal, at least here, and then maybe sometime at Florida. But we've been seeing videos of it, and it looks pretty fun and spooky. I've done Six Flags Magic Mountain years ago for Halloween, and I just remember at that time when they had the regular Colossus, it would go backwards. Now they have a Twisted Colossus, which is a hybrid of metal and wood.
Insane.
That one was the best ride there by far that we've been on. And all you do is you sit like so deep that it just has this metal, like this arching thick metal lap bar thing, and you go upside down and you think you're gonna fall out, but you don't. Although I did lose my sunglasses, so. But I do remember people like dressed as clown type people, and they were like skidding their feet on the ground, and they had metal, so it would make sparks and stuff. So they had fog and things, but it was pretty cool. So we'd like to do something like that again at a different park. So,
so Halloween shopping. We like to see all the different stuff that you can get for the Halloween season. So,
and we've seen a lot in Bob and Ashley's show too, which is really cool.
Yeah, the pumpkins, like I don't know if you can see them, but there's Tigger up in the tree behind Greg's head.
With my pirate hat on.
Greta the witch from Gritch. Do you remember? Have I told you the story about Gritch, the lady from Gritch? Do you know about the lady from Gritch?
You told me it, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you guys that since it's a Halloween story. There once was a lady from Gritch. But she wanted to be an old witch. She found at the most, all she could be was a ghost. So she threw herself into a ditch.
Oh,
so there is Brenda the witch.
That is a horrible story. But a good Halloween story.
That's terrible.
Cargo said, "Oh, no, Jose, way. You couldn't pay me to go to HHN. Did Hallow Scream at Busch Garden many years ago. Not bad," Jim said. See, all these places, we seem to go to the same ones every year. We go to Raisin Hell Ranch here in the area, and our friends at another venue have been letting us go in for free the past couple of years. About the past 4 or 5 years this year. It would be 5 if we do it again. And then there's another one called Hobbs Grove, which is way out in the country.
There's
with 3 different attractions.
There's videos on YouTube on Hobbs Grove. It's really awesome.
And Raisin Hell Ranch. But we want to kind of go out and venture out forth more into the city area. So that'll be a lot of fun.
We forgot number 5 of the list was what Greg already explained, the Halloween movies.
Oh yeah.
From Hocus Pocus to
Nightmare Before Christmas, which is Halloween and Christmas.
Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Yep, Headless Horseman.
Yep. So a lot of Disney
Halloween
classics.
Town.
Greg has some videos that he recorded when he was a child on VHS, and he transferred over to DVD. And they're the old Disney ones. Like, do you remember what was that one, that radio where Donald goes to the gorilla and that's hiding or something?
That's Disney's Halloween Treat. There was a half-hour version and an hour-and-a-half version. My mom knew I loved Disney growing up, or Halloween and Disney growing up. So mainly it was just me watching these things, but to preserve my childhood of that before those VHSs, aren't really good anymore, I put them on DVD. Some of them have old commercials, and I kept everything on there for just the nostalgia of it all. So I try to watch them every year, just because I like it, and I'm a big kid at heart. So I don't care what people would think, but I have fun. So my parents to this day, they still laugh and say he's just a big kid. He loves his Halloween shows and stuff. So what is so funny?
Cargo. She said, I would cry and freak out or punch somebody. Somebody and I did a haunted house and hayride once, and I busted up my hand punching someone that jumped out at me and grabbed me. Well, I don't think they're even supposed to grab you.
They're not supposed to be able to touch you.
Yeah. But one of my fears is clowns, sharks, and bridges. I'm not afraid of sharks on land, and I'm not afraid of bridges on land.
Unless there's a Sharknado, then you better duck and cover, because those sharks will get people.
But clowns, and they have them when they have a chainsaw. No.
Speaking of it, those Sharknado movies are ridiculously funny. I mean, they are over the top, just cheesy, funny movies. There's going to be 6 of them. I think it's going to be the last one. But they're hilarious. I just laugh when I watch them.
We do have one honorable mention to round up our top 5. It's would be a 6th one. We've never done it, so we couldn't include it in our list. But it's the holiday.
Jazz hands?
The happy hands. It's the
Mickey's
the Halloween parties at the parks.
I still call Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
In Walt Disney World and in Florida and Disneyland, it's Mickey's Scary.
They have the
Mickey's Halloween Party, I think it's called.
Excuse me. They have the Halloween parade with the Headless Horseman, and they also have the Hocus Pocus live show with the coolest Oogie Boogie costume ever. I've seen that on YouTube, and it looks so fun. Looks like it's so much fun that we want to go to it at some point and dress up. So,
Disney World Adventures said, Constance kills all of her husbands and tossed us off a balcony. Speaking of horrible stories. I've never heard of that. Constance is from where? Disney World Adventures? That's hilarious. But what else? Next week we're going to go dark. We might come on. Greg's going to be dressing up at work, so we might just come on.
I might. We'll see.
I won't be dressing up at work just because I work retail and we're not allowed to dress up. But Greg can. So we might come on just briefly just to kind of say hi. We are planning to go a week after that. We do have 2 guests, which we are planning to have come on. We're hoping to have a better internet after that. Oh, Constance from the Haunted Mansion. Okay, that makes sense. So that's looking forward to it. We're not going to say we have a video coming out because we are still working on our technology. And to be honest, you guys, work right now for me has been insane. I've been working a lot of hours, more than I normally do. And
but we do have good content for videos. We just have to do them.
And I have no energy. So videos.
Oh, awesome.
And it's our friend Mike. Hey, Mike, you should know we do live shows. Live shows are easy for us. They're fun. See, they're saying they're buffering. We got to give Mike a bad time.
Who?
It'll come back on Mike. Yeah, it was our friend
Sorry
Mike.
about that buffering.
Yes. But we do have a few fun things coming on. We do want to do Google Hangouts. We need to look into a better internet to hopefully that'll take care of some of this stuff.
Yep.
So no editing involved. Yes, and you get to see who we truly are. So, and the difference is too is where this helps us when we do videos, because we video, to be honest, we video in blocks.
Spiders out.
So we do.
Oh wow, the picture got way better. Awesome.
We do. Like say we go to Disneyland, we film enough to have like maybe 10 videos.
Well,
Then we won't
stretch it out
film
that much
for like 3 months, and then we do another set of videos on it. So when we were doing videos, we weren't really doing this like we've been doing a lot of on it. And
yeah, this is a lot of fun getting to know everybody.
Our
So
Disney Adventures came on. Welcome, guys, and
hey,
Ohana.
welcome.
Yeah, so yeah, this helps us keep us a little bit more in time, getting more used to just being on screen. So when we do our videos, we're going to be a lot more natural in front of them because we're used to talking in front of it, and it makes a big difference. So we're really just working on ourselves. This is year 2 for us. Jim, you guys, if you haven't checked out his channel, More Sunshine, please.
And Bob and Ashley as well.
Yep, but they're our support channel. So what that means, you guys, is we work together.
Check each other's channels out.
We've been going on Google Hangout, and we've just been talking, how can we help small channels grow? We're small channels ourselves, and we're trying to make it so we can grow. Kenny from Alpha Traveler 1 is a huge resource if you guys haven't looked at him, even if you're a cruise-related channel. He has great topics to help you to dissect your business, to find out what are your channels, to find out what you can do to grow them. They're part of Drop the Rope, which is with Rob Fuzz. So there's a lot of help out there, and we want to be part of that community for you guys too. So
you're welcome, Jim.
that's our goal for year 2. And again, everyone which is on here with the channels, check them out. We want to be a spot where you guys can promote your channels, grow with us. We love seeing you guys grow as much as we want to grow. We know how it feels when you're trying to get your name out there, and that's the biggest thing, is exposure. You want to expose yourself. What, that didn't sound right, did it? I was going to say the more you expose yourself, the better it is. But the more...
There you go, Jim. There's Derick's little quirks.
Expose yourself and you'll get out there.
Compromising positions.
So the more you get yourself out there to...
all you need to do is fall off your chair now.
I almost did earlier. But, yeah. I think you guys know what I'm saying. They're probably saying, oh my gosh. Put it all out there. I always have one thing to say, at least. But anything else, Greg, that you want to mention? Thank you guys so much again. Thank you guys for joining us today. We hope you had fun. We had fun.
Our Disney Adventures, we didn't do the video for 1,000 subscribers. I'm sorry, we've been so busy, and I just lost my mind. So I don't know if you still needed that. If you don't, we can still send you, make a congratulations video. But
we can do that right after this.
Either way, congratulations. They made 1,000 subscribers, probably more by now.
Congratulations.
So
and
that's
you guys,
really awesome.
They are awesome. They also help support other channels, and it's fun when you go on there and they're saying, they call out your channels. They're really cool. The kids, Marisol, you guys are awesome.
Just done drop the Speedos.
Yeah,
Alpha Traveler.
Kenny, just don't drop the Speedos. Yeah, we'll try not to.
Oh, I thought it said just done drop the Speedos. He did.
And it's this life of ours. Yes, welcome, June and Rachel. Sorry, welcome, guys. We still need to do the live thing for 1 subs. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll go ahead and send that to you guys. The Speedo tree in the background is amazing. Mental images.
Use IM Messenger
staring
or
now.
Facebook Messenger.
It's Rachel. Oh, awesome. Cool. So yeah, thank you guys. We don't want to say who we have invited, because eventually our plan, you guys, is to bring you guys onto our channel. We will have subjects that we want to
Whoever
talk
wants
about,
to do it, you know.
but we also want you guys to talk about your channel, and that will
Yes.
be kind of the precursor to how we do the shows. Get your name out there, because we might have subscribers that don't know about you, especially since we have a lot of cruise related people watching our show. They might not know anything about you, and I think it'll be fun for them to see you. So that's our plan. We want to bring channels on to get your name out, and just have fun. So that's the kind of what we're looking for in year 2. And we've just been practicing and trying to get to that point where we feel comfortable doing it and having you guys have a good time too.
Oh, and also we were speaking about the Disney Halloween tree on the cruise. Disneyland also has their own Disney Halloween tree. I've actually seen it when it's not Halloween, but they have the pumpkins in there when it is Halloween. I think it's full of leaves and branches and everything at that time of the year. So it's located right outside the shop by the Golden Horseshoe, right on the left. You have Thunder Mountain in the back of you, and then if you're facing it, it's the shop and then the Golden Horseshoe, and right by the shop there's a tree with the pumpkins in it, and that is the Halloween tree, which they also have a movie called The Halloween Tree. It's a children's cartoon, but it is a classic, and we try to watch it every year.
A good sleep, watch that show, because apparently I fall asleep every time I watch it.
It's a good show, or good movie, and it has a lot of meaning to it, about what Halloween's about. It's also heartfelt, so it's a really good movie.
Bob and Ashley said if you want us to wear your channel shirts, just send them to us and we wear them in videos. That is so awesome. We will do the same, you guys. I wear a medium.
Oh, I thought it said shorts.
Greg wears a XXX. And,
excuse
oh,
me.
Wait, XXX, a large.
A XXX.
And
no.
we will wear them.
There's nothing XXX about this, so that sounds wrong. That's too.
Not,
sorry.
Yeah.
I am not a XXX size. I'm a large. I could actually pass for a medium. I try to go for large because then when you wash them, they tend to shrink a little bit. So.
Cargo. I don't have channel shirts, but I do make them. And you're so sweet. Thank you so much. You're definitely one of our great supporters. So thank you. You retweet a lot for us. Just your support has been awesome, man. I can't tell you how much we appreciate your friendship.
She says, no, laugh out loud's a bunch of X's, Greg.
That's funny. All right.
Well, we hope everybody has a fun, happy, safe Halloween. And I will more than likely dress up on Halloween at work. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. And then I told Derick we can try to come on here for at least maybe 15 minutes and say hi. See how everybody's doing. A lot of you probably have kids or Halloween parties and will be doing things, but we'll still stop in, and if you want to say hi, that'll be awesome. If not, then you can see the video later on, but nothing formally planned or anything.
I can wear pretty quick, but I might have to have a southern accent when I do it. That was a horrible accent.
Wow. I have no words for that.
But thank you guys. Thank you so much.
So have a fun, happy, Disney-fied Halloween. Trick or treat. Don't scare the kids too much.
And again, Jim, this is awesome. These should be like special ones for that we should wear. So they're backwards, because for you guys to be able to see them, they have to be backwards. Because if you can see that, that's backwards. That means in real life,
it was a joke because they would come backwards for you guys, but not for us. So now that they're backwards, they're forward for you.
Yes. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Jim.
Check each other out. Have a great night. And as Walt Disney says, we are just getting started. We'll
Happy
see you real
Halloween,
soon, guys.
everybody. Have fun.